Hello. And it's time to play the video games. Who's ready for video games? Is anybody ready for video games? For video gaming? Nobody is radio? Radio? Yo, you got a radio. You got a radio for the thing. You got a ready up, except it's like radio. I see we have majority people think I'm going to win today, which is cool. I really appreciate it. You're wrong though, so damn, get dunked on. Hello everybody, welcome. We're going out of our way today to oh, hold on a second. Wait, where was the last member thing? Over here? Bam, got him. Oh, wait. I want to see if this works. Hold on a second. Alright, this was when Poi donated for cat ears. Yeah, let's go. Wait, you got the rare one. Let's go. Also, it has black bars. That's unfortunate. I should fix that. Hello, welcome. Yes, I fixed a couple things about the model. So I added physics to the ribbon, because that was requested. I think that's a good idea. Rare black bars, that's the rare part, right? Yes, clearly. I don't know what format they want the thing exported in. But for some reason, I was wondering why they were slightly smaller, but I added the other dance things, like the breakdancing and the Alice dance to the thingy. To the thingy and the stuff. To the alerts. It's random now. The rare part was that there was 3 of them. Also, yeah, so today, I don't know, I was just listening to Blue Archive music before stream started, and I was like, alright, so they didn't literally destroy my entire channel by playing Usagi Flap. So maybe we can just do that. We'll see what happens. But I kind of wanted to keep listening to this one. And then we're just gonna see if I get banned from streaming for a week. That's gonna be cool. Awesome. Poggers. Because I think if I listen to the Slay the Spire OST one more time, I'm gonna become a heartbreaker. Unarchived stream, here we go. No, it'll be archived. I'm just wondering if they're going to if they are going to, if it's going to get copy striked, or what's the other one? There's copy strike, which means that I literally wouldn't be able to stream for a week, which doesn't generally happen. There's the one where it's like, we're gonna take all the revenue from the stream, which there is none. And then there's nothing, which happened even though I played like 30 seconds of Usagi Flap. So that's surprising. We'll see what happens. Good song, though. It's a Dolce Biblioteca. Good shit. Alright. How's everyone doing today? Hey, Rancis. Saying, let me go, this is abuse? No. Isn't it possible for it to be a hit so hard that it would count as a strike unless you take it down? No. I don't think so. Basically, a strike is like the copyright holder, like, taking legal action against you. And being like, you can't do that. Like, basically, if you... Yeah. I guess I'm not a legal expert, so I don't know. But they're, you know... Yeah. I was trying to think of another example, but there isn't one. It's basically them being like, we own that song. So you can take this huge L for trying to use our song in any context. That was not one that we gave you permission for. I thought it got taken down at that point. Yeah, I think for that, they maybe do. Right? Which I guess is what you're referring to. Yeah, it's not an unless I take it down, it's like a it gets taken down. You know what I mean? Would it like count as a strike unless I take it down? It's like I can't take it down if it gets striked. Right? Like if you use copyrighted material and someone else strikes you, like taking that content down doesn't remove the strike. Because you are in a legal breach of copyright and they are taking legal action against you. Like you can't just be like, whoops, used your copyrighted material for an hour and then take it down. It's like, no, you used my copyrighted material for an hour. You're going to court. But that's why people don't generally do it. Like, it's like, what are they gonna get out of copy striking me? $10? I'm a nobody. They don't get anything for interacting with me. Like, and what are they gonna do? Are they gonna, like, you know, what's it called? Are they gonna, like, strike me just because they feel like it? You know? Some people do that. Oftentimes, video game music doesn't do that, though. They're pretty chill with that. So yeah, we were experimenting and we were gonna figure it out. Death, I'm not really sure how you come out with, like, the most out-of-pocket questions. I would say that there's a lot of different facets of that question. The first one is that, I guess I identify as cisgender. Like, I identify as my gender that I was born with. Which is male. I like having a female model because it's cute. And also, technically not gay. If I'm bi. Yeah. I will, you know, sometimes you're just presented with a nice caca, you know what I mean? And it's like, great. Sounds pog, let's go. Technically not gay. Interesting choice of words. Well, yeah, it's like, technically not, because I'm both. My understanding was that gay is mutually exclusive. But I'm just into both, and that's fine. Sometimes and sometimes the bussy is just too juicy. I mean, like, honestly, when people ask me, like, I feel like I'm more straight-leaning than gay, because I feel like a lot of the characters that I like who are male are very, like, female-coded. Like, tom girls. You know what I mean? So, like, I don't know. I'm sure that I could have a loving relationship with a man, and that's fine. I've just, like, never done that, so... You mean femboys? Yeah, basically. So it's like, you know, you can... Other people have different definitions for what they consider, you know, gay. But, like, I'm not into particularly muscly men. Like, I'm not super into that. So, like, I don't know. Yeah, attracted to, like, femininity. That's, like, another way of categorizing it. I didn't say tomboys. I said tomgirls. Those are good ones. Very pog. Are you sure? What about the Backy boys? Hey man, I'm not judging. You can be into whatever you want. I'm just saying that, like, it's hard for me to get hard when it's a muscly guy. You know what I'm saying? It's like not really my thing. It's funny because I can look at it and I'd be like, you're attractive. You know what I mean? Like, I think logically I can conclude that, like, you know, this character is meant to be attractive and, like, you know, good for you. Not my thing. You know what I mean? Okay. Muscly girls, though. Exactly. And they can beat me up, which is a huge plus. Yeah. Alright. So I think we're about tangented enough to get started. So let's do that. Oh yeah, it's in the title, by the way, but holy moly, there's 8,000 people who have subscribed to this mod, which is hella poggers. 8,099. That's actually crazy. Yep. You can be straight and find some guys attractive as well, funny enough. Yeah, it depends what your definition is, right? I think, like, a useful lens to adopt in most cases is that things are, like, scales. Or, like... It's harder to interpret the world if you just assume something is a 0 or a 1. And it's kind of like... 0 point... whatever. Whatever percentage you want to give the percentage idea that it's like, I think a guy is attractive. You know what I mean? Like, by definition of being attracted to the same gender, that would make it gay. Which is, again, that's fine. It's just a definition. It's not like a... It doesn't have any other meaning. It's just a definition. Depends what your definition is. But, like, I had someone talk to me one time, for example. They were like, but Flaris, you're only into femboys. So, like, are you gay, though? And I'm like, I don't know, man. It doesn't really matter to me. Like, I don't care... So, a lot of the times with the semantics of these things, like, I don't care about the definition because it's not useful to me. Like, it doesn't matter to me what the definition of my attraction to particular things are. Like, it doesn't matter. Yeah, technically speaking, you are what is by definition a Baby Niku. You are presenting yourself here. Yeah, that's another definition that is, like, useful to some people and not useful to other people. Which is cool. It's kind of funny, I guess, because just, like, I feel like there are, like, people who are, like, you know, popular Baby Nikus, and I just felt like, you know, I can't match them. I'm not cool enough. So, I never really adopted the mantle. The Spire heard you considered getting beaten up as a plus and decided to oblige? Oh no. You can also be straight and consider someone attractive in that you wished you looked like that. That's another way of doing it, yeah, for sure. Okay. I did actually want to get, like, 1 or 2 runs in, but I was only planning on going for, like, maybe 2 hours. Yanderes are step-up simps. You know what's really funny? I feel like at some point in time, what was it? Yanderes weren't really my thing, because there was too much of the, like, the too much of the like I want to kill you part of the yandere that was like part of the trope. But honestly, give me the like the narcissistic like will gaslight you into I'm the only one who loves you and be like very aggressive about it. Also, very, very aggressive bed behavior. Give me that shit. Let's go. I think it's this one. Flower wants a toxic relationship. It's actually really funny because I'm pretty sure what I need is not a toxic relationship. But what I'm saying is that the fantasy about yanderes overlaps with wanting a toxic relationship. Well, it's like the same thing. It's the same thing about tsunderes, right? That I was like... That I'm basically like, man, I hate that tsunderes are portrayed this way. Because they're like... It's like, oh, it's not like I like you, Baka. Like, and that's just what the trope is. Like, that's all it is. There's nothing else. And it's just like... It's like, but there's so much more potential. There's so much more potential than that. You know what I mean? It's like people, and I feel like people also, they only do it in that context. They're like, it's not like I like you or anything. And like, that's the trope line. But it's like I'm just going to the ball with you to help you pick out the thing. You said you needed help, so I'm gonna help you. Because you're dumb. And can't pick out this thing for this other girl who I'm trying to help you get with. Dummy. Jeez, you don't understand anything, do you? Baka means idiot, yes. Where it's like, the degree of copium for the excuse that they need to, like, make to not be embarrassed about the fact that they really want to help you is, like, is cute. There's, like, more to it. You need to understand the inner workings. It might not be what you need, but it's what you want. Idiot mild specifically. Yeah, it's kind of like, it's not like you're a dumbass. It's like very mild tone. You still probably wouldn't use it unless informally, I guess. But yeah. Yeah, words help us define things. I'm just, you know, and that's fine. Like, I can use words to get on the same page with other people. It's, like, a main part of my job. But what I'm saying is that, like, for me personally, I just kind of go, like, okay, I have an understanding of what this word is. And then I'm just gonna, like, not give a shit. Because I have an intrinsic understanding of the experience rather than the word. I have no money. I don't know why I went here. I think I wanted to, like, get a removal, and then I was like, wait. I don't have any money, because I bought the Helix fossil. I'm wondering if that means if I dodge this elite or not. Probably not. I do need damage, though. I just picked, like, Formless Rapier, which doesn't really do anything. Oh, right, I forgot I had Buffer. Ugh. But yeah, it's like... It's kind of like... I think the fun thing is watching, like, just the degree of copium that you go under. Where it's like... You just keep coping. Like, they just keep yelling copium at you, and then you're like... Cool. I'm glad that that's your reason why you're here. But I'm happy you're with me. And then they're like... And it's like, God. So cute. Kawaii. Double rats. Thought of a better solution to Scapegoat's bullet. I feel stupid for not thinking about it earlier. Just make it drain every time it procs. That's kind of interesting. Wonder what the damage models for that would look like. Alright, we have buffer. I keep forgetting. Man, Helix Fossil is so good. I'm gonna find a way to fuck this up. Identical damage per stack, but way faster. Yeah, which I think is like... Again, if we assume that the character is aggressively slanted, I think that's, like, actually fine. So, like, it probably needs to do less damage than poison, because poison has to wait. But... yeah. Maybe, like, a decrease per trigger would be interesting. Yeah, it's way faster and drains at an identical rate, which is per turn, right? So, yeah, I mean... Hi, Dash, welcome. I don't like that I'm going to use the buffer here. Very unfortunate. Awesome model, thank you. Dash already has a token, I believe. I should stop saying that every time you use the token command, because I feel like that discourages you to use the token command. Oh, I didn't set up the bot. You know what? That's a good thing. It's a good thing that came from that. Alright, there we go. Use it in case of lurkers? That's fair. I will stop chastising you for using the command. Or I will do my best to. Yeah, I didn't watch that Starfield whatever guy. I don't know. It looked kind of cringe, and then I was like, I'm in a good mood. I don't feel like cringing. It looked like cringe bait. Stop being helpful. Stop helping me. Stop it. No helping. I actually really wanted to play Blasphemous today because I was having a lot of fun playing the rapiers. And I like really want to know what the rapier upgrades are. Also because tomorrow, I think I'm not normally going to be busy tomorrow, but tomorrow I'm busy. Or like I'm not normally going to be busy on Mondays, but present looks good. Oh right, I can go anywhere now. But I think we still go here. I think I need to heal. Time to quest to look for your bottle opener. Oh, you found it immediately. Nice. Where was it? It's definitely cringe, but it's funny to laugh at him. Yes. I guess the thing that I think about is that, like, this is a difficult point to make, I guess, because a lot of people interpret things in zeros and ones, which is, again, not what I'm trying to get at. But it's like, oftentimes people say cringe things because there's, like, something in their, like, there's something in their core beliefs that, like makes, like, their personality has a thing come out, like, the way they react to stimuli. You know what I mean? Like, and they'll do something that's cringe. Right? But there's, like, a reason why they did that. Right? So, it might be good to understand how they came to that conclusion and then, like, help them. But again, I have no context for what the thing is, because I don't... I personally don't look at cringe and then laugh at them. It actually just hurts me. Often they say something cringe. Said the cringe but free person. I don't know if I'm free from my own cringe. I think I still suffer on a daily basis from my own cringe. Oh, yeah, we're gonna teleport over to this other elite over here if this fight goes well. It's gonna be pretty pug. It is Knob. Damage power? Not damage power. This one? I suffer immensely from my own cringe. Yeah, pain TBH. I'm pretty sure we can kill this guy. We're gonna hold Crescent for next turn and then... Actually, why are we holding Crescent for next turn? Because we deal 3 damage. Because we deal 6 damage, which is more than... 6 damage is more than 2. So we wait. Yeah, Knob is good for Fossil. Ooh, do I take Recall Focus? That'd be dope. We don't have another plant except for a command. I want to take it. But, you know. Because this card is very good when it's good. But also, we don't have a whole lot going on in our deck. So I feel like we're gonna fight, or we're gonna fight the, what's it called? The crab. I feel like this deck will lose to the crab. It was not the crab. Can we block this? Oh, no. This would have been so good if we did it first. If we fortressed, and then every block is just 10. Disgusting. Lagavuln, yeah. That's the one we would have been scared of. Do I want mana or a card? I think I want a card. Okay. Whoopsie. I feel like when you're aiming for hard kills, you definitely want to consider any Holy Essence you see. It does so much damage to the heart. Yeah, the problem with Holy Essence is just that, like... Because it's not... It's like if you took Caltrops every time on Silent, you know what I mean? Which is kind of like... I'm not actually confident that it's that good. I don't think it's wrong to find it funny. I tend to hold no real grudges, just stupid freakouts are funny. Yeah, I guess it's like, what is the nature of laughing at someone who does something stupid? Right? It's like I would never do that because I'm a good person. I wouldn't spread out something stupid. I am better than this person. This person did something that was socially unacceptable. Look at how bad they are. Because I'm so much better than them and I would never do that. Like, I just feel like that's the emotion that... Like, that kind of comparison comes up a lot when I think about looking at or laughing at other people who do something stupid. And by stupid in this case, I mean, like, socially unacceptable behavior. I don't know if I want this Echoing Pulse. I don't think I do. Yeah, I'm saying, like, why do you find it funny? I don't know which one. I like Retrace. Sorry, I'll look at it again. I don't understand your point. I am superior. It's good memes. Quality memes. And like, for the record, this doesn't mean like I would never laugh at something cringe. It's like, of course I would. I'm just saying that like sometimes when I catch myself laughing at something because I feel like I'm comparing myself to somebody who does something that I think is morally objectionable, that I don't feel good about myself when I do that. Collab event in Arknights? I am aware. We are doing it next week. I'm letting you all know that I already what's it called? I already did my first 10 pull, didn't get it. I used my yellow certs to get like a few more pulls. Didn't get it. And yeah. So we might spend some money. We might dip into the Lyria bank account to spend some money. You had Yato at pull 110? Oh no. Oh god. Yeah, the problem, as Poi is mentioning, I feel like the problem with Echoing Pulse is that it's like, A, it's conditional, and B, it doesn't scale with the traditional scalers. Like, or Excel doesn't help your Echoing Pulse damage, for example. This seems fine. What is my command? This should be fine. It's time to start donating to Flow so he can spend money on gacha. No, it's okay. As much as I would love that. You know, if y'all could get me to 110 pulls for Yato, that'd be pog. But, you know. It's funny to watch people shout and overreact the same way I find Angry Video Game Nerd funny. Yeah, I mean, like, that's another example. I'm just wondering if it's like, someone acts like a cartoon, it's gonna be funny. Yeah, but why? Okay. Or Essence at least puts you into plant, which is huge outside of Pulse. Yes. Definitely not for Auramite builds. Yeah, it doesn't scale with Inspiration either. I need to pick up a card first. Which I think is Recall Focus? Maybe? I don't know. That's one. Actually, no, it's probably this. Inspiration is budget scaling, though? Alright. I think Inspiration's pretty good, but, I mean, it's just me. I like the first, maybe second Echoing Pulse and a Pulse deck, but I'll happily load up on 3 Aura Essence. Yeah. Aura Essence is a little bit more ubiquitous, for sure. I mean, the way that I see inspiration is basically like, you know, let's say you can get like, in order to get 3 Oramites, I need to play, well, it would be 4 Oramites. But, like, I would need to play 2 Reinforced Banners, which is good, because Reinforced Banner is probably, like, one of the best cards in the game. Which I already thought it was pretty good, but it was sometimes unplayable, so I just made it better. It's like, how difficult is it to get 3 strength, basically? And then you go like, okay, well, I have to work a bunch to get 3 strength somehow. Or I could pay 0 mana for it. Just taking 12 damage here. None of these are blocks. It could be retrace. Yeah. So it's like 3 times 6 is still 18. It won't give you continuous scaling, it's always +3. I don't think I have a lot of infinite scaling things at all on this class. Do I have infinite scaling in this? Like, stuff that goes up? Awesome sequencing? I don't think there was a way to play that another way, right? I guess I could have played the spike before I picked up and then, like, defended. But I didn't have the idea to pick up the spike yet. The triple block, then the plant? Yeah, I mean, character's kind of tough. It's a little technical, you know. I've heard some people struggle playing Watcher because they're a mess. Certain things trigger laughter and caveman brain, don't overthink it. Well, that's what I'm saying, is that, like, my understanding of why things are funny is that they're based in comparison. So, like, for example, when I compare the Uragan, which has a big jaw, and then I call it Jay Leno, like, that's a comparison. Like, I'm comparing Uragan to Jay Leno's jawline, and it's funny because it's kind of true. And then you look at it and you're like, oh, that's goofy. Because I'm comparing these two things and it's like kind of the same. And also, like, arguably, you know, like, it's like I'm comparing two things that might imply, you know, a certain amount of detriment due to the comparison. Because I don't know if Jay Leno wants to be compared to the big farty dragon. You know what I mean? Which doesn't mean that, like, humor doesn't happen or it's not funny. It's just like, I've thought about it before. And I find, like... By the way, hello Shiva 10. Sorry, I wanted to say that before I left from it. So yeah, I find, like, looking at cringe compilations is like, haha, that person's dumb, I would never do that. It's like self-projection. Vulnerable's good. I imagine it's not just that, which is fine. I don't think I want to take this when I am playing Recall Focus. Or Excel, which I guess means we're taking Busticram. You know, I forgot I have wing boots. Is there any, like, crazy garbage I want to do? Weird, honestly, you'd think that slow infinite scaling would be something a slow defensive character would have. Yeah, that's why Silent has, That's why Silent has, like, good... Like, has poison, sorry. That's what I was trying to say. Silent has poison, so you can always go up. You just make it go up. Damn. It's not dead. Sucks when you randomly only get 2 options. Yeah, what was the last one? I don't even remember what the last one was, but I was like, no, it's bad. I was like, I'm pretty sure whatever that last one is bad. Yeah, Runic Dome. Yeah. Oh, I was still gonna take damage anyways. God damn it. Imagine getting Runic Dome, Tiny House, and Golden Feather and a boss chest. Awful. I don't know which one Golden Feather is, so I don't know. Watcher has pressure points. Yeah, but pressure, yeah. I mean, those all feel like slightly different things. But I get the idea. Oh, Sacred Bark? Yeah. I just realized that they flash when you go over skip rewards. But yeah, okay. So, in a cringe compilation, when someone else reacts in the same way that you're reacting, so someone cringes, and then someone goes like, wow, that's really weird. And then you're like, yeah, that is really weird. So, like, there's someone to emotionally resonate with, right? So, like, there's someone who agrees with the way that I'm reacting to something. So if we both agree that this is weird, it's like we're like connecting on the level that we think the thing we're reacting to is weird. Right? Which is inherently like a judgment of the person who is doing something cringe, which is that they're weird. So it's like when someone like mirrors, like there's emotional mirroring, it like makes it more funny. I can stop talking about this, by the way. I don't know if this is like I don't know if my opinions on this topic are useful to anybody. I don't know if I want the sidearm or not. I'll take sidearm. I have mana for it now. It's a piece of bark? Yeah, it's called Sacred Bark. I don't take it, so I don't remember the name. Ah, I see. Dome is so much worse than Crown. Yeah, don't... I mean, you know. Like, I think if you pick Dome, you really need to be playing Solitaire to have Dome be effective. Can't lie, our feather blended to your outfit make me think there was a separation there. Excuse you. Excuse you, that is rude. Hello? Listen. The only physics that's around there in this model is the feather. So, like, at least give me that, please. Please? The one thing that I can have. The one thing that can have physics. Did you fix the bald issue with swapping the hair? I did. Now it just does it instantly. I've had good Runic Dome runs, then good Busted Crown runs. Is 1 Crown run and 2 Dome runs. Yeah, I don't know. It's interesting, because, like, I feel like Crown is... Like, I like Crown. Sort by type. We have vulnerable and we have weak, and we have both of the good ones that do both of those things, which is really sick because I don't need to take an aura anymore. Which makes me want to take like the Seraphim Feathers. I don't know if I also want to take this Hopeful Plea. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, probably, because we don't have anything else. I think it's this and removal. Move a strike. Act Crown like that is too sketchy for me, but an Act 2 Crown is often nice. Yeah, but I'm a Giga Chad. Which is why I win so much on this character. The key to me winning on this character is that I'm a Giga Chad. You didn't think about it. I understand, you know, it's hard to understand that Flare says a Giga Chad, but you know. It might be too difficult for your tiny, feeble brains to understand. Using Slay the Spire for monster patterns? Yeah, I think the problem is that, like, the problem with Dome is that, like, there's RNG. I think is generally the issue. I don't know if this divination is good. We're gonna take it. Yeah, so because there's RNG, it's like you can't really ascertain that, like, a monster is going to do a particular thing. So it's like, I know that this thing has, like, an attack and a defense, and also that monsters have a tendency to switch between patterns, but they're, like, Gremlin Leader, I could kill both dudes on Gremlin Leader, and then it still attacks me for 33. Which is unfortunate. How many plants do you have? If it's only command, then that's a super sketchy crown. Are they going to hit for 21 on turn 2 or 61? Yeah. Which is why I said, like, I think Dome is good in the context of playing Solitaire, where, like, your turn doesn't actually matter on what your opponent is doing. Like, Pulse is a Solitaire deck, where you will, most of the time, block before, like, resolving scaling. And even then, like, you kind of want to choose whether you're going to play an Aura Essence or a Barrier, where, like, not knowing if they're going to attack for 61 leans you to playing Barrier. But knowing would mean that you could reasonably choose Aura Essence. Yeah, that's why I was saying early turns are where you need to know. But, like, if you can make it past that, then you're just, like, solitaring. I wanted to upgrade, I think. Just probably... want to upgrade, like, sidearm, recall focus, and feathers. I think we need damage. I don't know if it necessarily transfers, because, like, games are designed differently, right? So it's like, a game that doesn't have enemy intents is designed to not have enemy intents, if that makes sense. Whereas, like, Slay the Spire is designed to have enemy intents, so that you can make decisions. Oh, nice. Does that mean I attack it? Oh, I'm dead. Wait. Wait, I literally died. Why did I die? Don't die, but I did. I died. This is death. Dying is cringe. Sick damage distribution? Yeah, that was pretty unfortunate. Alright. Saved runs category, here we go. Okay. They're different games, so most of it doesn't transfer, but I bet a little bit of it does. The game I mentioned has enemies draw randomly from the deck just like you do. Wait, but if you draw random... But that makes it different, right? Like, if you draw randomly from a deck, that means... what's it called? That means that their AI becomes more predictable in later turns, right? Right. I don't remember. I don't remember what I was doing in this fight. I think this is what we did last time. These are gonna do 6 each? No. Yes, 6 each. Which means I can survive. Not using Chrysalis, what a noob. Deck mechanics don't work identically to Slay the Spire. It's hard to explain, I haven't played it in a bit. Yeah, but what I'm saying is that, like, RNG works differently with a deck, which is what's cool about them. Right? Like, the cards that someone will have access to will become different as you get more information. Whereas, like, a straight-up dice roll will always be the same probabilities and isn't affected by the previous. It's actually really funny because, what was it? There's, like, a karmic dice system in, what's it called? What's that game? Baldur's Gate? So you're, like, when you're on an unlucky streak, you have, like, potential to, like, get a great success out of nowhere. To, like, compensate for the randomness. Because a lot of people's mental model of how probability works is that, like, if you have a lot of bad luck, well, eventually I'll get good luck. Which, like, isn't actually true outside of, like, deck probability. And deck probability is very complicated. But I can also count on, like, if I didn't draw command on turn 1, like, it's still in my deck somewhere. Which means, like, there's a % chance of me drawing command next turn, and then once I get to, like, 5 cards in deck, if I still haven't drawn command, that means I'll draw it next turn. Like, it becomes absolute. So, like, the problem with Slay the Spire is that intent is truly random a majority of the time. With some, like, slight affordance to like, not doing the same thing twice. But only a little bit, because Gremlin Leader can still choose to attack you for 33 3 times in a row. That literally happened to me, and we died. It was tragic, really. Hey, modder, can you remove these guys' robes? Use your power for good. The problem is, like, I don't really know how they load sprites in this game. Oh, that was nice. Yeah, I don't have a good sense of how they do any of the, like, sprite work in this game. To be completely honest with you. But yeah, what I think is even funnier is when people have, like, slanted probabilities, like, under the hood. That's my favorite. Because it's like, we're not going to tell the player that we're slowly advancing their luck towards getting a success. We're just going to, like, do it under the hood so that it mirrors their expectations. Do I take Fortress? We'll do that. Heard somewhat that Fire Emblem Engage does some sneaky stuff with RNG. I think we looked at that. Koi checked that for us, right? Don't they have, they have, like, a parabola past 50%, right? So it's like 80% is closer to, like, a 91%. And, like, 91% is closer to 99%, I thought. Yeah, the funny thing about a system like that is that if you know it exists, you can rely on it. Yeah, that's kind of the problem, right? Where it's like, you could optimize it, if you like. Oh my god, 25 HP. Oh, we run out? Gotta keep going. Because this is the jam. It's the GOAT. That's so weird. We stopped having music for a second, and I was like, that doesn't happen on stream. We always have music. I think we're on Remove the Last Strike. Feels like we're heading towards a loss. Bruh. I think I'm gonna take this plant, honestly. Enter the Gungeon messes with RNG to make luck less significant in your runs. Yeah, or like, in a lot of Metroid games, you get more HP when you are low HP, and you get more missiles when you have no missiles. I know for Metroid Prime 2 Echoes, you get the opposite color of ammunition when you use the opposite one, but if you're low on ammunition, it gives you significantly more. Above 50%, the actual probability is 7-ish% higher than displayed, topping at around 75% displayed. Interesting. If you don't find rare items, it boosts your chance of finding rare items, and when you find rare items, it lowers the chance of finding more. It does the HP at low HP thing, too. Yeah, technically, Slay the Spire also has slanted RNG, right? Which is, like, arguably more of a game system than anything else, but, like... What they could have done is had static... They could have had static drop rates for rare cards, with, like, slightly shifted probabilities that are, like, higher on elites. Like, they shifted even more than it currently is. But, like, Slay the Spire has a pity system. Because if you don't see rare cards, it raises the chance of seeing a rare card by a certain percentage. Because, like, people just believe things, like, should work. It's like if I'm losing, like, if I keep finding common cards, that means eventually I'll get lucky and get a rare card. And it's just, like, not actually how probability works. You could go an entire... Like, if there was no pity, right, and everything was static, and there was... Like, let's even say, well, I mean, you get guaranteed rares at boss fights, which is good. That's actually good. But, like, subtracting boss fights, you could go, like, an entire run without seeing a rare card. If there was static non-pity, right? It doesn't have a pity system for pre-upgraded cards? Yes. I'm pretty sure that's correct. But yeah, I had a really crazy collector fight the other day, where, like, I killed both of Collector's torch heads, and then just, like, she didn't resummon them for, like, many, many, many turns, which is hilarious to me. Ah, this is probably better. Taking the 3 potion start from Meow boosts your rare chances, as if you get a card reward. That's interesting. Yeah, these are all things that, like, at a casual level, no one's gonna, like, look at. You know what I mean? Like, no one is gonna gamify that shit at a casual level. So it's like, it just kind of works. Which is nice. I think my favorite thing is, you know what, what are we talking about? I had a friend play Armored Core the other day, so I'm letting them, like, borrow my library. Because I wanted them to play Armored Core. And I don't know how many people were here for Armored Core, but do you know the boss at the end of the wall? The like, battering ram that has armor on the front, and you have to, like, hit it from behind in order to deal damage? I don't know if people know what I'm talking about. Oh, cool sequencing. So I explained to them that, like, AIs have cooldowns, oftentimes in action games, and, like, they unfortunately weren't able to apply the principle very well. But just, like, literally explaining how that works, I guess, is just kind of, like... I don't know, it's, like, funny, because, like, people don't think about it. And then, like... in reality, like, the game is trying to help you win, or whatever. Nice. Poi and Cavalier both in the same camp of, like, I watched you play Armored Core, but I had no idea what was happening. Poggers. I appreciate you being the core audience. Yeah, so the point is, like... what do I say? trying to think of like the actual way of explaining this. So sometimes when you melee attack something in Armored Core, it'll backdash. Like, it'll backdash away from you so that, like, AIs don't get hit by melee attacks every time, because that'd be, like, kind of boring. Like, they want to have some sense of, like, being able to dodge your attacks so that, like, it's challenging. Right? But the reality is that if they dodged your melee attack every time perfectly, there'd be no gameplay. Because, like, if I perfectly was able to backstep every single time away from your sword, that means, like, you'd never be able to hit me. Right? Which is kind of lame. Oh, did I die again? This is 36. Yeah, I just died again. Damn, that sucks. I already did it this turn. Alright, we're dead. I hate to say it, but I definitely pay more attention in the streams of games I play because I actually know what's going on. Yeah, that's pretty normal. It's also why I basically don't have an audience. That's kind of half a joke, but also, like, since I don't consistently play a lot of games, like, people cycle in and out because they're like, it's like, well, I don't understand this one. I don't want to watch it. Oh, we have one loss. I felt like that deck was, like, okay. It was just a little meandering. It's normal, but I feel like saying I paid less attention to the stream is, like, kind of rude. Kidnap rude. That is an interesting autocorrect. I'm going to go ahead and not question that one. I mean, like, I don't consider it rude. I think that's, like, normal behavior. I mean, I would challenge somebody to watch something and, like, understand the game by watching. Because that's what I do. That's my job. It's really interesting to watch people play a game and then be like, I don't know how to solve this puzzle. And then you can think about why they're maybe having difficulty with the puzzle and learn more things. What was I saying? Because I was saying something before that. Okay, yeah. So AIs have timers. So if I bait out a pattern from, like, someone who's going to backdash, let's say there's a 60% chance that the AI will backdash my melee attack, and then when it's on cooldown, there's, like, a 10% chance that it's going to backdash. Because, like, when it has that move off cooldown, it's going to be a higher percentage, and it should be able to do it every time, like it should maybe have that option available, just so that, like, it doesn't get cheesed, and there's, like, kind of the sense of verisimilitude that, like, it's a thinking being with a pattern. You know what I mean? But the point is that, like, the RAM unit that is fully protected on one side, right, is like it'll ram you sometimes, and when it rams you, it's going to turn around, so it's going to be difficult for you to, like, hit its back. So the important thing is to recognize that the pattern of it ramming you and then going behind you and being armored on the front is that, like, you can circle strafe around it after the fact and then shoot it, or you can go over top of it. And whenever you try to go over top of it, it has a certain AI pattern that will back it up. But, like, that has a cooldown, because if it did it every time, that'd be unfair. Like, it would be unfair if it has an armored front, and you deal 0.5% of your damage to the armored front, and it always perfectly turned at you, and it always, like there was no possible way of getting behind it, then the encounter wouldn't be fair. It wouldn't be fun. Right? So its options, like, there has to be a weakness. Its options for turning at you are limited. So if you force out the pattern for it to back up, that means it's on cooldown for a little bit, and then you can just force that option again, and then get behind it. Right? So it, you know, even like Wyvern AI or like Boss AI is not fully random. It's only pseudo-random. Because if it was fully random, it could be unfair. And if it was perfect, it would also be unfair. So it's pseudo-random. I think there was, a lot of people didn't like Silver Rathalos, I think, in World. Because there was one move it had that was, I believe, not pseudo-random, it was true random. The instant tailspin on Silver Rathalos was true random, I believe. Like, non-predictable true random, and it would just, like, spin out of nowhere and fucking kill you. So people didn't like that monster. Because, like, there's no way of predicting if it's gonna do it. So you just get fucked, and it's like, okay, great. Like, so it's, like, generally relying on, like, pattern recognition and having pseudo-random things that are somewhat predictable are better for players. Because, like, they have an expectation for how something's gonna work. If it was fully random, Yeon Kukku would tailspin 8 times in a row. Oh, wait! Yeah, like, there are other ones that are true random, too. But what I'm saying is that, like, a sophisticated, like, AI decision tree will have, like, particular things. I didn't know you're a character in this game. Damn, you must have missed the 2nd anniversary where I told you that I made an entire mod over the course of 3 months, and it was a lot of work. It's almost like me talking about AI patterns, and the fact that I designed a mod over the course of 3 months means something about who I am that I casually don't talk about because I don't like accepting the fact that I am. It will ram you sometimes and keep ramming you. Damn! Damn, Rav, you right. Flag throw. Damn. One, two... We could try this. I have a feeling we're gonna end up going here instead. But we can try this. If this goes, like, exceptionally well. We have 3 encounters and some question marks. Seems good. Here's where we don't draw a retrace and I'm old. Sorry, I also missed the thing that you were saying before. Watching someone hit coin shots in Ultra Kill and actually doing them yourself is a very different experience. Just watching the gameplay doesn't tell you that the coins have a hitbox the size of a skyscraper. Yeah, for sure. I was more suggesting that, like, there's, like, an assumption that, like, understanding something will allow you to enjoy it more. Which is, like, fair if that's true for you. I'm just saying that, like, I've watched VTubers play very non-understandable games because I like their personality, which is why some people would watch me play Armored Core without understanding what the hell is going on. We got a plant, so I can take this Recall Squirrel. Let's forget about the fact that I am not taking any attack cards before Nod, and then we're gonna die. Let's just like, don't pay attention to that, it's fine. I see. Do I take another recall card? It's so bad. I don't know. No attack cards feels kind of bad. How are we going to kill Mob? is my question. And I think the answer is we're gonna Inspiration Potion and then, like, hope to God it's good. Oh, that kind of helps. Wouldn't take any damage cards, you're definitely like Darkness. Yeah, that's exactly why I want to get Seraphim Feathers and just get beat up a bunch. My ADHD brain tends to bring up random thoughts provoked by things only vaguely related to it. I think it was, like, related. It was related enough. "3 days for your problems, for your troubles." That one wasn't too unrelated, but sometimes things are a lot more distant. Yeah, and is there, like, a problem with that? I guess technically in the rules there's a problem with that. Technically there is a rule that says, be on topic. Which I've said multiple times that, like, there's... Oftentimes there is no topic. But a lot of what Death says most of the time is just, like, randomly out of pocket. And I can't help but, like, wonder why the focus of all his questions relate to my gender. Yeah. Okay. Well, I understand. Do I take Shelter? Probably a little too early to understand if Shelter is good. I don't think I need this Aura Slow because I have Recall Swirl. Early Shelters. Yeah, probably not. I don't think so. It's pretty good. Pretty good. Your Armored Core journey hit its first roadblock, which is Balteus. Yep. Yep. That do be how Balteus be. Balteus sure do be that guy that people wrote paragraphs about. It's really funny. That's where my friend also got to, was Balteus. They are using double bazookas. And unfortunately, bazookas do not have the best accuracy. So they spent quite a lot of time trying to beat Balteus unsuccessfully. And I was like, I wonder if it is like a skill diff or if it is a build diff. Because the way that I was conceptualizing it was like, having a bazooka that goes on cooldown when Balteus kind of, like, asks you to have things off cooldown because he has pulse armor, like, I kind of wonder if that's a build diff or a skill diff. So I went to do it myself, and then I first tried it. And I was like, wait, I have OS upgrades. That probably, like, mattered. So, like, I uninstalled all my OS upgrades and then did it again and also first tried it. Like, ah, damn, must be skill diff. It was, in fact, skill diff. Who would have guessed? Yeah, Holy Essence is definitely good versus Guardian or Hexaghost. Pet Shelter has my random rare card to start the run, and while it's definitely a lot clunkier, it's the best builder in power. Yeah, I can see that. We don't have a way of applying vulnerable yet, so this seems good. I could also take this. Question card. Because we're also pretty early, but I also want to, like, remove something. You'd always at least consider a Holy Essence if I'm planning on fighting the Heart Prismatic Shard. I never take Prismatic Shard. Which is funny, because I think it's probably good. I just, like, don't like taking and mixing other people's cards that are random with my cards. You don't take Prismatic either, it's a meme. You don't want more randomness? Well, the thing is, like, the reasons why Prismatic Shard could be good is that, like, I get a strength modifier, and I have access to, like, way more multi-hits. So if I get a hard strength modifier from Ironclad and then combine it with my multi-hits, it's broken. There's gonna be a strange box sent to your home, ask no questions and jump in it. Let the guy take you on an adventure to what's important to help Rance beat a tough boss. Oh my god. No, I think I'm good. I could play Steam Remote for you. And then do it. That'd be funny. Hard Strength plus multi-hit plus Wrath? Yeah. Like, we're gonna take all of the damage modifiers. Which, like, every class has a particular amount of damage modifiers. Like, they have different ways to reach, like, the ceiling of the damage that they're doing. Right? It's just, when you combine all of them, it can sometimes be pretty good. Just need to get through this fight, I think. Poison doesn't fit into the combinations very well. I think that if you could draft, like, Poison with Seraphim form, that'd be pretty good. But not particularly consistent. Did it take Grass Plate? Probably. Oh my goodness, I didn't even notice I picked up a Mummified Hand. That's really good. If only I drew cards, huh? All of my plants in the bottom half of my deck. Feels good, man. Love it. Slime boss. Do I just take another flag throw? Don't really want to. We have 2 recalls and 2 plants. Or 3 recalls, 3 plants. I don't think this is like what I'm looking for. There's just 5 times the amount of cards in the pool, which most of which do not synergize with what you're doing, and I'd hazard a guess that the ratio of cards in the pool that does synergize almost always goes down. Yeah, this is accurate, which is why Prismatic Shard is bad. But I was more just like, I mean, it could be good. You know, it could do stupid, broken things, which is why I think some people like it. You know, there are some people who can, like, the only way they can, like, feel any sense of joy is by getting some random bullshit synergy that could never happen. Whereas, like, I've been playing the Flagbearer for... How many months has it been? 3 or 4 months now? Of just, like... I think it's 3. 2? Actually? End of June, start of September, that'd be 2. I guess to be fair, I've, like, changed a lot of the cards, so, like, there's that to keep it fresh. Oh, we didn't see any, we didn't see any of the good card last run. Divine Flash. Probably one of the best Flagbearer cards. Excalibur's pretty dope. I like Excalibur here. I'm pretty sure it's the mana. Okie dokie. Love that channel went from unplayable to a rare common. Yeah. Yeah. It is really funny because, like, you know, Divine Flash is very good. And then I was like, is Divine Flash too good? And I'm like, nah. It's just good. It can be good. That's fine. Like, you probably don't pick it if you have enough cards in your deck already. But then you're like, man, Cloak and Dagger is really good. I like Cloak and Dagger. Feels good to pick that card. You played exactly 1 Scapegoat run, so you could call me a bad Slay the Spire player that used a crutch-knotted character? What does that mean? Also, I don't think the reason why I played Scapegoat was to call you specifically a bad Slay the Spire player. I think I did it because my ego as a game designer was wounded. No, I heard nodded. It says crutch knotted character. So I was confused. I was like, what's crutch knotted? Is that like a term that I should know? But yeah, as a crutch, because it's a modded character. Suppose so. Yeah. How dare you type the word modded? Ridiculous. Ridiculous that something would be modded. Cool sequencing there. Lost some HP there. I don't have a lot of attacks, do I? I'm just realizing how many not attacks I have. Banner Dance is basically an attack. But also, you know... I think we might want to get another damage scaling thing. That'd be nice. We are about to approach a shop, and then we could just dodge this elite if the shop goes really well. That'd be cool. I'm debating whether I take Blade Work. It's not an amazing card, but we're also we kind of need some help. Vanessa's okay. I think I'm gonna remove a defend. I guess I also have Strike Dummy and I didn't realize. It's also like a thing to consider. I personally think that Divine Flash feels more like Iron Wave than Cloak and Dagger. It has traits of both. Oh, do I just die? Hello? Am I dead? Amazing. I think the important part from Cloak and Dagger being that it's double strength scaling is why I compare it more to Cloak and Dagger. Even though Silent doesn't really have strength scaling. This is like a fine attack to have. If all your attacks are Shiv, they have strength scaling. Yeah, I guess they have Shiv scaling. They have Shiv scaling. I like really don't want to fight this elite and then have it be book and then I die. I don't think that's where I'm at right now. I think Recall Swirl applying 2 weak would be pretty cool. But also, like, Sidearm drawing 2 cards is also cool. Excalibur dealing 10 more damage is also cool. I'm gonna do this. Damn it! Did not give me the recall crescent. Yeah, Cloak and Dagger goes from 1 shiv to 2 shivs, right? I think. Speaking of, card's great. Removal is 125. We can certainly go to the shop. Don't think we can go to the shop if we sacrifice all our gold, but I'm prepared to die. I'm prepared to lose immediately. God damn it. I was joking! It was a prank! Didn't actually want to lose immediately. That's way better. Yeah, I was aiming for +4 damage, I guess. Or I thought, like, I wanted to deal 4 more damage. Because I was looking at Cloak and Dagger. But I also wanted the first half of it to have Suspend. And also scale twice with Strength. So it is the way that it currently is. I feel like I could have picked a second Banner Dance and this, like, Bolstering Wave and the Mystical Tiara, and this deck would have been pretty cool. But I wasn't feeling it. I wasn't feeling the Mystical Tiara meme dream. Right, that gives me mana. That is very good. That is quite strong. That turn went way better than I thought. Why not make it +2 damage to both hits when upgrading, but not gain 1 block? Because I felt like it'd be too strong. Imagine having Mummified Hand and not picking Tiara. Yeah, it's like, since it already had the ×2 strength scaling on the first half, I thought that upgrading the damage to +4 would be, like, too good. Whereas, like, you might consider not upgrading Cloak and Dagger if you, like, aren't hard on shivs. But, like, you took Cloak and Dagger because it's, like, a decent, like, it's just, like, a good card to take. Whereas, like, Divine Flash is already, like, pseudo-ubiquitous because it's well-statted and does a lot of things. So that, plus also having it upgrade to +4 damage is just like, alright, listen, bud. This card's already good enough. Why would you not upgrade Cloak and Dagger? Because you need your deck to do something else. if you don't need +4 damage, and if you don't have a deck that is centered around shivs, then you don't need to upgrade it. Why would you take Cloak and Dagger if you don't want shivs? Because you pick it early and then your deck changes. So if I'm offered a Cloak and Dagger early and I take it, and then I don't get the other pieces for shiv, then I have a Cloak and Dagger in my deck, but I'm playing poison. And I need defense so the poison works, so I don't upgrade it. It's like typical draft mentality, right? I think it's also been commonly cited that if you like go into a Slay the Spire run expecting to pick one archetype, you are gonna have a bad time on Ascension 20. Like, you kind of need to see what is assembling and what works based on the card choices you get. Like, I would really like to have a Reinforced Banner or an Auramite, something, or Aura XL. I'll take an early Aura Essence in many spots, but you're not quick to upgrade it unless you get to Pulse. Exactly. I think Cloak and Dagger's upgrade is pretty good, like, regardless. But I'm just telling you the hypothetical of, like, why someone would do those things. Okie dokie. We would like this to hit Flag Throw. Ooh, let's go. We are so sick. I don't know if that's how we play it differently. I think that's how we play it the same. You need to be able to have multiple archetypes in mind in order to, like, succeed, right? Yeah. It's just that, like, if you go into an Ironclad run going, like, I'm going to make block Ironclad, and then you never get Barricade. It's like, okay, I mean, damn. I'm going to play Sit There and Do Nothing Ironclad, and then never get Flame Barrier. It's like, I exhausted all my attack cards, so I'm supposed to deal damage to it now. Shit. I still could have played the Recall Crescent, and I did not. Playing poison or playing shivs just isn't something I usually do. I mean, I guess I question, like, to what degree of success that would lead you to. Because I think understanding, like, what your deck does well would tune whether or not upgrading Cloak and Dagger is a good idea. We've also talked before about how you have a bias against resting at rest sites. How do I not die this turn? It's like I really want to Recall Swirl. Put a 3. I think that's fine. Okay, well, we drew the nut. Never mind, I guess. I was thinking a lot, and then it was just, like, the best thing. Remove weaknesses from my deck and improve strengths. But removing weaknesses improves the strengths of your decks. right? Like, removing strikes is important for making the other cards in your deck do well. If you don't go into proper synergies and just go jack of all trades, then most characters won't serve you well. Yeah, that's basically what happened last time, right? Where, like, we didn't have a whole lot to capitalize on the fact that we had scaling. Like, we only had Seraphim Feathers, and then we just kind of, like, weren't doing much and died. Yeah, what Poi said. It's like, if the thing that built you a win is, like, your pulse synergies, then, like, you can kind of categorize it as a pulse deck. It's not because it is a pulse deck, but for the sake of understanding what is happening in the deck, you can consider it a pulse deck. I remember we had a discussion about, like, what I consider a recall deck, which isn't that, like, it is a recall deck. It's just that, like, there are cards that allow me to recall more easily, so I'm allowed to consider taking banner magics. Or it's, like, easier for me to lean into taking banner magics because I know that my deck has recall cards in it. So I can say that it is a recall deck, even though it isn't. Poison is slow, so I take some time. Take something that... okay, poison is slow, so I take something that does burst damage over more poison, as an example. That is one way to make poison better. Because, like, if you need to be able to kill something this turn, let's say versus Gremlin Leader, then you could, like, have something that does burst damage so that you can deal with Gremlin Leader. Right? Like, that's fair. But the problem is that, like, that's not always a correct decision. Right? Which is what is kind of cool about Slay the Spire. Where it's like, having some amount of, like, cognitive flexibility helps you play this game. Where if I go, like, I am a multi-hit deck, so I am taking this Pillars of Light right now, would kind of, like, ignore the fact that, like, I'm struggling in corridor fights and I probably want some sustain. I recognize this isn't a multi-hit deck, but having heuristics is good. But, like, if every game design was off of heuristics, then you would end up with the same shit all the time. I think we can also take this coffee dripper now that we took drain time. Nice. Let's go. We're missing blue and red key. Wow, that line of, like, 4 elites. Oh, it's a line of 5 elites, actually. Can I get 2 or 3 card removals? One deuce. Because I'm not super confident in our deck doing much right now. So maybe we go to the shops anyways to buy stuff. Only 1 drain time? Pathetic. Honestly, kind of. I feel like when I pick 3 drain times, I'm, like, cheating. Because nobody should be allowed to have that much sustain. I feel like any number more than 1 drain time is just, like, winning. Drain time is the only rare card you've gotten the collector bonus for? What is the collector bonus? Or unique mechanics support each other instead of being mutually exclusive to each other. I kind of wonder about that. Because I don't actually know if that's accurate. The score bonus is for having 4+ of a card. That's funny. I mean, yeah, at 4 drain times, kind of seems like you're winning. Something like the Hollow Knight mod is that you literally cannot use soul cards after playing a void card. Doesn't that just mean you play soul cards first and then a void card? Or are they like completely mutually exclusive all the time? Because that seems kind of tough. Still looking for scaling. It's always mutually exclusive. Seems hard. I have a reflect in my deck, right? I think I would like to draw the reflect. Please give me the reflect. I really, really wanted to draw... Oh! Fucking hell. I really wanted to draw the reflect. I wasn't gonna draw it anyways. That's a lot of damage. Yeah, I think the base game does a really good job of having mechanics which support each other. Which is why you can, like, kind of just pick a little bit of everything. I guess Momentum Swipe is pretty good in this deck. Another elite fight. Sure, let's die. No one has ever died on double orb walker. It'll be fine. Cease. First of all, are you calling me a nobody? I die to double orb walker all the time. Excalibur. Shit. Excalibur. Excalibur. Are you fucking kidding me? Bullet and Thorn's Return synergize, even when they probably shouldn't. Reburial and Recall are obviously helpful to any deck. Yeah, and I think having flexible verbs is, like, good. Like, having flexible verbs is good. Right. Like, one of the cool... Because... How do I say this? There's a concept called affordances, right? And an affordance is anything you can do with a particular thing. Some definitions of affordances talk about what someone is physically capable or able to do with a particular thing. So, for example, if you can't afford something that you don't understand. So, like, if Poi doesn't know that reflect blocks time sickness, Poi can't afford reflect blocking time sickness if he doesn't understand. So certain definitions of affordances account for that. The reason why that's important is because it... what's it called? The reason why that's important is because, like, half of the reason why the definition for an affordance exists is because you need people to understand it. So, like, for example, bullet is a damage modifier. So, someone can afford bullet dealing more damage with a strike. Like, because they understand that bullet modifies damage, so they'll afford it dealing more damage with a strike. Whereas, like, someone who understands bullet more can afford bullet dealing damage on return, because it also modifies damage on return. Return, I should say. So, like, one of the coolest things about shivs for me, which, you know, is probably not the most useful method of using it, but is, like, to make shivs to have a higher calculated gamble. So, like, or having shivs be used as discard fodder. Because, like, shivs do 4 damage for 0 mana. Or you can use it to discard or loot or calculated gamble or whatever. So not everybody affords shivs as card material in your hand. But I think the thing that overlaps for Silent is that, like, creating material in your hand overlaps with discard. Right? Which is, like, cool. So, like, having flexible verbs is a way to make successfully designed things. Whereas, like, less flexible verbs are, you know, usually not as good. So stuff like picking void or not void cards on the Hollow Knight mod is, like, it's mutually exclusive, which makes it clunky to play, because it's not flexible. They don't support each other. I choose not to look at shivs as discard fodder most of the time because I dread drawing them. Yes, I agree. But also, in the case where you have Catalyst at the bottom of your deck, and you need to draw it this turn so you don't die a turn from now, maybe Blade Dancing so that you can calculated gamble to find your Catalyst is the correct line. Because you're not going to redraw the shivs anyways. But that's why it's cool. There's, like, that ability to... Like, it gives you a resource in hand to manipulate. Which was cool when I figured that out. I felt good about that. I don't know if I want a second Reflex. I kind of want to do it. I don't think I've ever taken 2 Reflex before, but it seems kind of funny. Yeah, so you can, like, avoid the decision you don't want to have to make, which is drawing shivs later feels bad. But it could be the correct line. Blade Dance and Catalyst in the same deck? That's not very archetype thinking of you. Cease right now. Yeah, unfortunately I picked a Blade Dance because I wanted to go shivs, but then I got Catalyst, and then I was like... Catalyst seems really good, so I'm gonna pick this Catalyst, and then I pivoted. I know that's the meme you were going for, I'm just like... It's just funny to me. You drafted Flagbearer in a strength deck? Unbelievable. I can't believe you. This is blasphemy. Excuse me while I deal. Oh, I have Unceasing Top! Who remembered that I had Unceasing Top? Because I have Unceasing Top. That was yesterday? Oh, what was yesterday? Oh, we ran out of music again. Oh yeah, I think I saw that. That's cool. It's a cool idea. It's really unfortunate because I think the conditions of mastering every card is that, you know, how do I say it? Part of mastering Light Beam is knowing that you shouldn't take it a lot of the time. And certainly picking 2 Light Beams is not correct, like basically all the time. So it's a really cool idea. I just kind of question whether or not it's a valid way of saying you're a master at a card. Alright. Yesterday? Is it Ersterday? Ersterday? How do you pronounce that? It was when I played Blasphemous. Mastery is just the name. The goal of it is the challenge. I mean, it's even curses. That seems kind of hard. The trick with taking 2 Light Beams is to take tons of cards so you don't draw them very often. Yeah, that's certainly a strategy. This is the guaranteed chest, so I need to take this. Yeah. And I'm suggesting that the naming it a mastery challenge is somewhat misleading, because demonstration of mastery doesn't often include doing things that aren't displaying mastery of the card, if that makes sense. That makes sense. Yesterday. I see. Hmm. So I'm thinking about the Strange Spoon, and the unfortunate thing is that I don't think I want it to trigger on my Banner Dances, but I kind of want it to trigger on my Reflex, because that'd be broken. Or on my Grasp Fates. Or if I get a Time Lock. But I don't know aside from that. I don't think anybody would doubt his mastery of the game. Yeah, I think this is, like, irregardless of the person we're talking about. Because, like, I know that they are very good at the game. It's more that the term mastery is being used to describe the challenge. Strange Spoon is very fun with Terreality. Yes. I think we got that one time. Like, you could say that mastery... Like, it's like putting a mastery achievement on, like... I'm trying to think of a good one. Mastery in Blasphemous is farming 999 of the upgrade material. And it's like... Huh? Oh. Had that. To which I think a lot of people would make that a point of contention of whether or not that is a display of mastery. So I think in a similar way, picking cards that are purposely put into the design to not be picked would not be a display of mastery. Mastery and Armored Core is a no weapon run. Yeah, the punching run. I actually kind of wanted to do that because, like, I still want to play Armored Core. Like, I kind of, like, really still want to play Armored Core. So I was debating, like, doing some stupid challenge run because, like... because I want to play the game. Yeah, he's the type of person that I would, like, want to see play the Flagbearer just to, like, have him comment on, like, playing it so that I could learn more. But I think he doesn't really play modded stuff. Right? You have 2 Reflects and Strange Spoon, you're never getting saddest until I don't draw them versus the Heart on turn 1. And then I get destroyed. He has like a 70% win rate on Watcher Ascension 20. Have I tried PvP yet? I gave my full thoughts on PvP on the Fire Emblem stream. Interestingly, I found someone who's getting like a lot of subs right now who is playing a lot of like meta breaking builds, which is cool. So I've considered it, or I've considered playing it again, but I don't really know. I don't really know how to deal with missile boats, so I kind of wish they explained how to deal with missile boats. He almost never uploads mods to his main YouTube channel. It's too bad. I respect it, though. I don't know if that was necessary. Also, Apotheosis. Oh my god, if I Strange Spooned Apotheosis, that'd be terrible. That'd be so bad. But do I take it because it's Apotheosis? Like... I feel like that's gonna run me into some trouble. What if I had Searing Strike? That'd be Pog. I also really want to take this pair because I have a bias towards picking pairs. I'm gonna pick this and regret it later. Okie dokie. I almost just like never want to use Banner Dance so that it doesn't put pulses into my deck. Seems kind of bad. I actually exhausted the Apotheosis, right? I did. Let's go. We can Strange Spoon the drain time. I didn't even think about that. That's crazy. I don't know if this is a good idea. I feel like having multiple Excaliburs is a good way for my deck to clunk itself up. Isn't that why you got the spoon in the first place? No. I picked the spoon so that I could keep Reflect in my deck. I was thinking of Reflect during the decision. Oh, missed a momentum swipe. Fortunately, I have to play this card. Oh my god, those all exhausted. Yo! Let's go. I wish Strange Spoon didn't block exhaust synergies. It does? That's interesting. I wonder if that's a coding thing. Because the way that I would think that it works is like... what it does is the exhaust thing triggers, right? Clearly, Fly's never taken Strange Spoon on Ironclad. I have not. I would assume that the way it works is that, like, you exhaust... like, when it cues the exhaust thing, like, it says, like, exhaust this card, right? That there's something that, like, listens for when it gets exhausted. And then the other thing that listens for when it gets exhausted doesn't replace the exhaust. What it does is that it would, like, exhaust the card and then make a copy of it in your graveyard, is what I would assume. But I think what it does instead is that it just doesn't trigger the exhaust, which is weird. Just, like, simply does not happen. What am I doing? A Strange Spoon can't affect Ethereal, it only affects exhaust. Sick. So I can actually play the Banner Dance without screwing my deck over. I didn't know that. That seems pretty unfortunate. We have, like, enough stuff to do this turn. I don't think we need to rush to Apotheosis. But Apotheosis now? That's funny. I have an unceasing top! No! God damn it. No, the strange spoon, no. Well, that's painful. Am I dead? I think I'm dead. That's 49 to 51. It's more because I'm playing like a slimed. Yeah, this deck felt like it was a little meandering as well. It's like not doing anything broken, because our only scaling is Aura Shatter. Alright, saved runs category. I think that turn where we didn't play into the unceasing top was kind of bad. I think we needed I think we really needed like some kind of scaling. Yeah, it was a pile of good playables with no scaling. Oh shit. Well, slight mistake here. It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. Might not be giving the vanilla characters enough credit. I think the vanilla characters are really good. I think the only reason why Flagbearer is good, even if, like if you consider it good, because who knows, right? Is that I just like built heuristics off of the base characters. Casual outfit's very good. Thank you, Juice. I appreciate it. Yeah, I read the order which you play the characters. I didn't assume that those were very related. Like, just because I barely play Defect doesn't mean I don't think it's a good character. Why do you want me to be a mukbang YouTuber? With Watcher definitely at the bottom because I've done like 10 Watcher runs total. Ooh. Keep forgetting I have an unceasing top. I should use my unceasing top so that I use it. You might be underestimating how much you play the vanilla characters in comparison to the modern ones. That's what I'm saying. Oh, I see. That's what you meant by giving them credit. Okay. That is not how I interpreted how you used that word. I'm still dead. It's too bad. This one was also kind of going okay. I want you to be a time mukbang YouTuber so that you can be unique. Oh, that part. The I'm gonna eat in the 90s. Oh, fair. Oh, the 10 watcher runs were in preparation for Flagbearer beta test? That's funny. Watcher is busted? I think we talked about this. Somewhat disagree. What even is a time mukbang? Do I eat time? Yes, I gorge myself on time. That is exactly what it is. How about we change it up? Oh. Was I wearing glasses or not wearing glasses before? I think I was wearing glasses. Oh. There we go. Some old Flaris action. Looks so pretty. Thank you. It's so weird how much the face changes without glasses. I'm wondering if I boss swap. That'd be a interesting experience. I think I want to go up the left. Remove a strike. Thank God, glasses are too cute. You have no right to use my kink against me. Sorry. Can't go any worse than it has been going? What do you mean? The decks have been fine. We just keep, you know, kind of missing on particular things. This time, if I get offered Mystical Tiara, I guess I'll take it. Can't go worse than losing? Yeah, we could lose on floor 1. That'd be worse than losing. We could lose earlier. Yeah, I get that Watcher has, like, a lot of offensive power. I still don't know if I would call her OP. I think that is, questionable. Oh, we're at 69% Flaris Chimkin. Nice. Her card sets are insane too. I don't think I recall that being the case. Halt is a 0-cost 14-block common. Conditional, but yes. Yeah, I'm saying you can't discount the conditional nature of the card when assessing it. It is certainly a good card if you can go into Wrath, do some damage, play Halt, and exit Wrath. Which is likely intentional, because it's a good card. Like, I personally think Divine Flash is overstated. Because it's like archetypal, 2x strength scaling. You know? It's just a good card. Yeah, these are all true statements that like kind of miss the greater picture that going into Wrath can lose you runs. Right? Like that's the conceit. Like there are a lot of people who play Watcher and then go like, I don't get it, and then like can't win. And then there are people who, like, understand Watcher and then still don't win, like me. Where I feel like I get Watcher and then, like, I just can't win. I mean, like, sure. It was great. It's not a... Like, this is the problem, right? Is that, like, it's not a character judgment of you, right? So it's like, remove yourself from the equation, and then think about the balance of Watcher. Basically. Because, like, for example, let's say that, like, I made a game, and then I was like... doing the triple backflip maneuver is really good and overpowered. Because I can do the triple triple blah, blah. The second time I messed that up. The first time was in my... What was it doing? I was playing Monster Hunter very early on. So I can do the triple backflip maneuver, which means that it is OP. But it requires a very specific setup that 2% of players can do. So it's just kind of like... It's kind of ignoring the fact that, like, there's design space for the character, like, not always having the option of going into Wrath because you can't exit Wrath. Yeah, there's like a lot of reasons you could not have enough Wrath, right? Like, you could not have enough Wrath because you don't have enough exits to Wrath. Or you could not have enough Wrath because you don't have enough Wrath cards. Or maybe, like, you can't go into Wrath because you don't have any halts, which is bad, right? What I'm saying is that this is, like, heavily oversimplified. And also, like, subjectively contextual. If I lose a game with Dan Hibiki, it's probably because I got hit and he hates that. Amazing. I'm dead. Can't believe I died. We managed to do it. We died before we got to the Act 1 boss. Spectacular. How did we die? Did we just not have any HP going into this fight, or is it because we had no damage to Race Knob, right? I didn't, like, misplay, did I? I think we're giving up on this run regardless, but I'm confused. What did I miss? So we had this turn, which was, like, pretty good. And then I guess we didn't have any block next turn. That's where most of my deaths are, to Act 1 Knob. So I think I block potioned here, because I was like, oh, I don't want to take damage. But maybe what I needed to do was this. It might have actually also been... It might have been command. No, I think it was supposed to be command. So if I commanded here and then I double striked, I still lose, I think? Yeah. It's too bad. 28 damage still. Ugh! No, we lost! Not quite the top. Amazing. Alright. We're gonna speedrun losing. Check me out. Haven't played this character in like 3 months. Impossible. Flower wins so much, right, guys? I do. I win too much. I'm just a winner. I'm a winner who wins. I think all these paths are bad. All the rest sites don't bring you to elites. That's crazy. Also, I want to upgrade Eruption before I fight an elite, and I basically can't do that. Wow. Oh, all these paths suck. That's so funny. Balance must be restored. Put an E in the place of N and you'd be right? For what? Man, it was so weird to look at these cards. Oh, winner to wiener? You calling me a wiener? Is that all you're interested in, Poi? My wiener? Is that correct? You can only see me as a wiener? Ridiculous. I was thinking of making the top choice for this poll Flaris Kaka instead of Flaris Chimkin. Good first card reward. What do you have taken there? Depends on the boss. I see. Well, you said good first card reward. So I'm curious what you thought was good. Which, if you're saying it depends on the boss, and you said it was a good first card reward, I kind of wonder what the decision was. Let's make some cost 0, right? I don't remember if this card's good or not. That would be wild, Rance. Be a wild, wild one. Pantograph. Actual thing? You're just busy? Oh. Oh, someone added it. I see. Sorry, I missed that part. Debating how much I want the Sands of Time. This card is like, okay. We get to lose immediately to Knob? That'd be pretty cool. Damn. Hey, halt. That's pretty good. I like random bullshit. Yo, same. Where's my turn 1 wrap? I see. Pokemon's alright. It is certified okay moment. So your community post re the new outfit? You have fangs? Oh. They're cute. If you're wondering why they're there, it's because they are cute. I'm a vampire? No, I don't think I'm a vampire. I'm too interested in sucking something else out of you than blood. Why did you bonked prematurely? Come on now. Come on. You didn't even let me do the punchline before bonking me. Come on. Excuse me? What? 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 There's no problems here. Stay back. Terrible. God, where the hell is my frickin' thing? Where's my eruption? I would like to erupt, please. That was pretty dope. It's a reflex at this point, clearly. Yo, I'm gonna die. Oh, I might have had lethal, actually. Oopsie. Yo, do we take Wish? Wish, the strongest scaling in the game? Why did you leave Rather there? You could have blocked. Isn't it because, like, if you have Vulnerable, all, like, defenses are the same as not defending? Which is far from the best. Yes, it is a prank. I think we take it anyways. We just hyper greed into greed every time. Actually, crush joints with halt is pretty cool. Like that. Damn. Probably could have expected that. But, unfortunate. Crystal event? Yeah, I think the crystal event is like... You just need to have something... You need something to break the crystal, you know what I mean? To get the gold. Cultist statue? No, I think the one that we were just at. The one that's like... You need something with a particular amount of damage to get the gold. Scrawl is a good card. Sure. Let's say one thing It seems going from flagbearer to watcher does good damage. Well, like watcher does good damage as opposed to flagbearer. Damn. It caught me. It's the wing statue event. Maybe a bit damage light. Maybe. Yeah, I need to make the crushing. I need to make the, instead of crush joints, I should make a card called Crush Face. For Flagbearer, it'll be great. Ooh. Kunai with Flurry of Blows is pretty good. I didn't deserve that bonk. What are you talking about? Stop that. Is Crush Face, Crush Joints plus Go for the Eyes? Yes. It is. How did you know? So we don't really have many blocks, huh? Instead of a hand between a knee, it's a face between your ass. Yes. Why, yes. How did you know? Who needs many blocks when you can have lethal? When lethal doesn't kill them. Like here. It was very painful. Holy moly. Holy guacamole, Batman. Misplay. Oh no, not the misplay. Didn't play Flurry of Blows? Yeah, you probably could have told, you probably could have anticipated that was gonna happen. Based on how often I miss, what's it called? Momentum Swipe. We might actually die here. I only ever look at the best case scenario, and why, yes. Judgment is a 1 mana 30 damage every time. Hog. Pagears. Pretty sure this does not work the way I want it to. Goes through the heart's invincible. Damn. Doesn't work with Wrath, Vulnerable, or Divinity. And not for any other reason. Exactly correct. That is exactly 100% correct. See, I wanted to go this way, but I have a feeling I'm gonna not have any HP by the time I get here. Terrible. Give me... I guess I don't actually want Eruption. Now that I think about it. I guess in this state I am dying. You know what? I didn't consider that. But, yeah. This is 21. Jeez. 21, and we go to 21. We go to 39. Oh, we go to 37. Now we're definitely dead. Sweet. Sweet. We're dead, right? We are dead. Alright. Yeah, I feel like that Watcher run was straight up broken. I felt like I was playing an OP character, for sure. Alright, I think we can squeeze one more if I pay attention and try to get it done. And we're also going to get like 3 Aura XLs. It's going to be really good. And we're going to pop off. It's going to be great. These paths again. Holy shit. I guess this kind of like middling path is good. I feel like someone may have been throwing. I don't think so. I think that not getting a Wrath card was pretty unfortunate. Yeah, I think that was mostly it. Like, our only Wrath card was Eruption, which is basically like your only stance card in Flagbearer being Command. It's just kind of bad. You're gonna get Spoon with Time Walk, Emit Second, Drain Time, and Terreality. For sure. It's gonna be great. If you hold the opinion that Watcher sucks, you'd be somewhat motivated to prove yourself wrong. I don't hold the opinion that Watcher sucks, though. I think Watcher is a relatively balanced character that is perceived by most people to be weaker than the rest of the cast because the restriction on gameplay is difficult to draft around, which is a real restriction based on how deck building works. Yeah, I think Watcher's power level is less than the rest of the cast. But that doesn't mean Watcher sucks. I just think that it is proportionally designed to have higher highs and lower lows. So, like, in that run where I didn't really have Wrath, I picked the Stance Dancy boss relic and then didn't really have the means to Stance Dance. So I picked, like, double Flurry of Blows and Talk to the Hand because I wanted to Stance Dance and then didn't really get, like, Empty Fist. There was one Empty Body choice. I picked Halt because I wanted, again, to Stance Dance, to go into Wrath, then to exit Wrath. I picked the attack that puts you into Calm if there's attack in 10, so that I could Stance Dance, and then it just, like, didn't come together. Because, like, the reality is that Watcher has a restriction on it, which is that you need to have cards which play the stances, and then when you have a deck that doesn't do that, they don't pop off, so they're not very good. The last time I played Watcher, we made it to Act 3 very, very, very easily, and then I lost because my main damage source was a multi-hit. We lost to the Parasite monster. Because, like, my only damage was, I think, Tantrum. So, like, you know. Yeah. Writhing Mass. Yeah, we lost to Writhing Mass. But, like, everything before that was just, like, shitting on everything. You have 100% factual, totally not limited in sample size proof that Watcher is OP, and that Ball Lord's highest win rate character by a significant margin is Watcher. Yeah, and I think... I mean, I understand that you are saying that sarcastically, but I'm pretty sure there are other people who have very high win rates on other characters. I don't know. As you can see, my win rate on Flagbearer is huge. It's massive. It's super high. You can see how huge my win rate is. The top right. Yeah. Clearly what that means is that Ball Lord is trash at every other character. Obviously. That's the obvious thing. 10%, that's good odds for playing the lotto. Yeah, you right. I actually think I wanted to draw that. Huh. Why am I in this fight? Oh. I was like, why do I have no cards? I just realized and wasn't thinking about it that much, but I just, like, straight up just don't have cards. Okay, he sucks at everybody but Watcher. I think so. I think that's just accurate. Turn 1 strike and retrace would have been my play? I think so. Longest Lagavulin fight to ever happen. Oh my god. The strike's doing 1 damage is pretty good. Oh my god, a reinforced banner. Let's go. Best card. Oh, one of the upgrades was reinforced banner. Let's go. Let's go, dude. And we got an Aura XL. Holy moly, I don't want to lose this run. Which is exactly why we're not going to fight the second elite. And we're just going to do this. And we're going to dodge all of that shit. And we're just going to not interact with the elite over there. I'm getting a little hungry. Might be affecting my ability to play this game. Hello, Guil. How's it going? How are you? Don't know what I'm doing. I think we need some time to shore up the weaknesses in this deck. Damn it. Oh. Run a BGM again. My favorite part of playing Ascension 20 exclusively is seeing lower Ascension and going, what's that attack? Yeah, what's that boss pattern? Huh? Wait, that exists? Not me? We are struggling. Why is the Jawworm only blocking? That's not an attack. Seraphim form is, Seraphim form's probably good. Here we go, gamers. No shop gaming. Here we go. Who even needs shops? Who needs a shop? I don't need a shop. You need a shop? I don't need a shop. What do I need a shop for? I don't need a shop for anything. It so looks like a feather. It really does, honestly. We are missing on attacks. Do I take Light Beam? Probably not. Rip Time is actually probably good with Reinforced Banner. But we are looking for like a chunky attack card, which we haven't gotten yet. Why would you take Light Beam when both Rip Time and Sidearm are available? Because we don't do any damage. And Light Beam's design space is technically the card that does damage. Mostly for Act 1, but also, wow, we don't do any damage. You're so cute. Maybe even cuter than Chibi Flower. Welcome, Cesar. I appreciate that you think so. My goal was definitely to make something very, we were looking to make something cute. And I think we did that. Which is, good for me. Good job, me. I did it. When you have Aura Excel and Reinforced Banner, it just deals less despite being more restrictive, yeah. It's funny because that is the actual reason I didn't take it. But there we go. Thank God. Ooh. Ooh. Wait. These are all great. Maybe another plant card that's not Reinforced Banner? Makes sense. This is also like our last shop, which we should be aware of. It's like Flash of Steel, though. We can get another plant card somewhere else, right? And we already have like draw cards that say put our plant cards back in our hand. This is fine. This is fine. Everything is fine. Right? Right? Exactly. Inspiration seems worse than usual since Reinforced Banner wants you to stay planted. Yes. I agree. Wow, Gremlin Leader really wanted to kill me today. Oh, Gremlin Leader really wanted to kill me today. Holy. Damn it. So close. Future card rewards. I see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Boss having minions, right, but what if a minion has minions? Is there a title for that? Just wondering. Depends if your definition of boss is related to having minions. Or if minions are allowed to control other minions. Let's call them Hulky an MLM. It is. That's true. Exactly. That's exactly right. Oh no, it is the book. Please don't kill me, book. Don't have time to play that. Yeah, minions in this game are defined, they're different. They hit different. They don't trigger fatal, not worth my time. Ooh. Flag vault is probably what we were kind of looking for. Mummified hand. It's good. I'm going to heal so that I can fight this elite. Minion manager. Middle minions. Oh, we kind of fucked that up a little bit. Oh, we got entangled. Terrible. Oh no, what am I going to do then, now that I am entangled? I can't seem to attack. Oh no. Stop! Oh my god. I'm sorry. Don't tangle me up. Oh no. Don't tangle me up and have your way with me. That'd be awful. Wow, we just have all of the bonfire things, don't we? Now we need Toke now. It's like I don't want to die on the way to the boss, so we're just gonna heal. Awful, but for who? You're right. It's gonna be awful for them. It's the darkness experience of like, all right, darkness, relax. Chill out, darkness. Please stop. Darkness, please stop. That bonk was very deserved. Oh, that'd be really unfortunate. I'd be less into that. Is one strength gonna matter versus automaton or 20 HP? I think it's gonna be 20 HP. Yeah, see that wouldn't be, that'd be less cash money. And definitely not what I was thinking of. It's too bad. That is an unfortunate sequence of draws. No! My seraphim feathers. Get that back. I need those. I did not need to play this. Whoopsie. Yeah, I think there's like one person who does a bunch of I don't remember who it was. But basically the comics are just like elves being extraordinarily horny and then everybody around them just being like, bruh. It's like, oh man, it would really suck if I got entangled and then they had their way with me. And then it's just like, yes. We need you to do volunteer work for this orphanage. Thanks, I appreciate you wanting to help out with that. What's the logic on whether to have an attack card have random targets or not? Generally, random targets are worse. So, Seraphim Feathers is kind of like Riddle with holes, but worse. That's basically it. Upgraded Undo actually sounds really good. The salt mine experience could be different. Oh my god. Help me. Send help, I need assistance from an adult. I need assistance. I need assistance. Man, come on. I was looking for Seraphim Feathers. We did not get Seraphim Feathers. All the suspend damage is lightning next. Flagbearer electrodynamics compatibility when. Clearly. Doesn't it go from 20 to 24? Am I just bad with numbers? Because Riddle with holes goes from 15 to 20, so not just worse. That's probably correct. I remember when I was making the card, I wanted it to be arguably worse Riddle with holes. Or, like, it's the same function, but, like, maybe not as good. A free-to-play player? Or are you pay to lose? I think in context of my own mod, I would be pay to lose. I have 6 daddies? Oh no. Oh no. We're going to do the Giga Chad Grimoire, my reinforced banner, and then suffer the consequences later. Yeah, this is suffering the consequences, by the way. I don't know if you knew that, but god damn it. That did not pay up at all. Or pay off at all. Bad largely because of draft context. Yeah, for silent, right? I guess to correct myself, it's like if a riddle with holes has strength modifiers, it becomes very good. So therefore, I must include some kind of downside, which the downside is just that it has random targeting. And that's not even really much of a downside. Storm Feathers even used to be more like Riddle with Holes with how it upgraded? Yes, I think that's correct. Each time you do it, your thighs get smaller. That would certainly make everybody in this chat panic. I think we need to stop taking cards. 4 of these get exhausted, so I have a deck of like 19. I guess 18, 17 if you include Grimoire. So what are we looking for? Some defensive scaling? No, we have Seraphim Form. More offensive scaling or another heavy hitting card? I think so. Yeah, definitely some kind of more damage in some shape or form. I guess like vulnerable or like a blessing or another aura excel. All of those would be pretty good. Because we are, I would say, moderately to severely relying on Reinforced Banner. I think the plan was to go to these bonfires. Yeah. Yeah, I'll skip one encounter. Skip an encounter. Scapegoat's card pull has way too many skills, not enough attacks. It's an interesting observation. I agree, Hoy, that there are some issues that this deck needs to fix. Otherwise, we will die. We're just hoping we're gonna get there. "23 attacks and 40 skills. That is a actually fairly large disparity. Are there really that many skills? That's surprising, actually. Well, we die with no recourse. we literally can't do anything. That's very funny. Well, I mean, I guess that's how she goes sometimes. That sucks. Like, literally not a single block card in my hand with majority block cards in my deck. Bruh. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Any of the cantrips would have been good. We literally have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. What, 8 attacks? Jesus. Man. We have like half an hour left. So we're gonna mulligan. You have no excuse for losing this? Sorry, is that a beam? You know, I was gonna mulligan this hand, but I actually think I'm just, like, hungry, and I'm gonna... Like... I'm just hungry and I want to go eat food. So... That's too bad. Okay. Oh, due to the relics you got, you'd have no excuse if you lost? Yeah. And I'm just wondering... This is going to be my excuse. My excuse is my deck killed me. They determined that it is time for me to die. Make sure to season your chicken. You know what's really funny about the leftovers is actually they're not seasoned. I forgot to salt the pasta. There's no mulligan that can save you. What? Alright. Poise speaking gibberish. I think that means it's time to go. Unless you mean by console commands. Yeah, I would have done it by console command. We're just gonna die. Alrighty. No win today. Go with a bland chicken? You just season it afterwards. What are you talking about? 46. All losses today. Too bad. Felt like some of them were okay. Some of the runs were okay. Where did this one die? Oh, this was that run. Random death to Gremlin Knob was pretty unfortunate. Because we got Momentum Swipe and Divine Flash early, and it's like, wow, this is set up really well to, like, win, and then we just, like, died very fast. Time Eater, I don't remember why Time Eater killed us. I think it was just, like, it attacked for 51 and we didn't have anything. Meant a sequencing mulligan. Yes. I mean, also partial Paris would be quite good. That'd be a good mulligan. I think dying... I don't remember how we died to the Collector. I think this was another one where we actually just, like, ended up not having enough stuff, so we died. Which is unfortunate. I don't remember what these other ones were. Okay, I think I had a few that, like, got to the heart and then died. These were some off-stream ones where I was like, wow, these are doing really good. And then they just kind of died. Alright. Okie dokie. Alright, what I'm going to say is, thank you so much for watching, everybody. Thanks for being here. And all your support on the new outfit, etc. And stuff. And things. I'm really getting hungry. And my brain is not working anymore. Unfortunately, I don't think I'll have a schedule this week either, probably. Because I still don't fully know. But we'll probably go back to having a schedule starting next Sunday. Next Sunday I should know more when, like, my availability is. My guess is going to be afternoons Monday, Wednesday, and then Saturday, Sunday. That's my guess. And that's probably what it's going to be. But I don't want to put a schedule because if I can't, like, fulfill it, then I would feel bad. So I'm tentatively telling everybody here that it's probably going to be Monday, Wednesday evening, actually. It'd probably be evening. Saturday, Sunday is my guess. But even Monday tomorrow is going to be weird, so yeah. Afternoons. That doesn't sound good for EU viewers, unfortunately. Unfortunately, that's what we got. Because I basically need to work a 9 to 5. So the working a 9 to 5 is not very conducive for streaming at 2 p.m. Which sucks, and I'm sorry. But we'll see what happens. Maybe the earlier streams on the weekend will be the fun ones. We'll try to put the interesting stuff there. Alright, so yeah, see you later, everybody. Thanks for being here, and I'm gonna go. Bye-bye. Here, I'll give you a hug before you go. Oh, not that one. There we go. Say goodbye, everybody.